Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks and financial institutions, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If that's something you'd like to listen to, we definitely welcome you to subscribe. So you can just hit that subscribe notification to get the latest on all our content. So for today's video, I'm going to be covering another shopping cart trick to get a soft pull approval for a Visa bank issued credit account. So a couple weeks ago, I did a review and a walkthrough video of utilizing the shopping cart trick to get approved for the Sportsman Guide Visa. Now, before I get into that, I wanted to clarify some things because I know there were a ton of people who tried the shopping cart trick with Sportsman Guide and were unable to get that offer to pop up. Now, a couple things I just wanted to highlight with that. You still have to meet the underwriting guidelines to, get approved for that particular offer. So it's not going to pop up for everyone, right? Regardless of what your credit profile is. And that the real trick behind it is being able to get approved for a Visa or MasterCard bank issued account without having to go undergo an hard inquiry. So that's the real trick behind it. It's not a trick in the sense that you can get it even if you have poor credit, etc. So that's just one thing I just wanted to get out the way. And then another thing too, if you already have a certain amount of community bank issued accounts, then there's going to be a limit on the number that they're just going to offer to you. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So if you have other, accounts, if you have Wayfair or Overstock, Williams Sonoma, any of their backed cards, then that's also going to be a reason why you may or may not get that pop-up. So I just wanted to keep that in mind. But one of the first steps that you're going to want to do is go to www.optoutprescreen.com and opt in. And if it's your first time doing that, then what you're going to have to do is wait maybe 4 to 5 days for your information to circulate through all these different systems. And essentially what opt-out pre-screen is you're given permission to the 4 major credit reporting agencies. So that's Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, and Innovis. You're giving them permission to share your credit data with different credit card issuers in different financial institutions. And one of the key things too with the offers that come from opting in is that a lot of them are invitation only, meaning that some of these offers you can't apply to directly. They're basically pre-selecting offers for you based on what your credit profile is. So that's why you have to agree to share your information by opting in. So what you'd want to do if you've already opted in and you've opted in maybe a couple weeks or months ago, then you should be okay with just going through this process all at once. But if you haven't, then what you're going to want to do is opt in and then maybe wait a couple days. I'm gonna post a link in the description for optoutprescreen.com so you can opt in. And so the Total Rewards Visa is through Caesars Entertainment. Now, Caesars owns a variety of different hotel properties and casinos. They have their own Caesars Rewards loyalty program, and that's really the key to triggering this is creating an account. I'm gonna post a link to the website as well. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna set up your online profile. They're gonna ask you your address, your name, your date of birth, etc. And also you want to make sure that the address information that you're using when you set up your Total Rewards profile, you're going to want to make sure that matches whatever address you used on opt-out pre-screen, because that information has to sync up in order for this whole thing to work. So once you get set up, you're going to want to confirm, just go to your profile, contact information. Make sure your address information is fully populated, with your street address, city, zip, everything is all good. Then what you're going to do is you're going to delete all of your browser history, log out of your account, and just for good measure, shut down your computer, let it sit for about a minute, let it power cycle, and then turn your computer back on. open up a browser in incognito mode if you're using Google Chrome. Um, I would recommend using Google Chrome. And then you're also, another important step, you're going to want to disable your pop-up blocker so that pop-ups are allowed. So when you're going through the whole process, the offer pops up. Then once you log back into your Total Rewards account, at the top you're going to see, at the top there's going to be a little toolbar. You're going to hit the book now, and then that's going to take you to kind of like a calendar where you can select the days that you want to stay at a particular property. So you're going to select the location. So for the most part, most of the locations are in Las Vegas. And then you're gonna pick the begin date and the end date of your travel arrangement, and then you're gonna search for all of the available rooms and properties. Actually, if at first it's going to be the property, so all the different hotels under the Caesars umbrella, right, that are available during the time that you specify. Now, I would recommend choosing at least 3 nights, to book your travel, right? And then once you do that, it'll show you a list of different hotels. I mean, it doesn't matter which one you select, so just select one of the hotels in their portfolio. And once you select that, it's generally going to start with like the cheapest rooms at the beginning, and then as you scroll down, it's going to be more expensive rooms. So what you're going to want to do is pick a room that's at least, I would say, $90 or more. Pick one of those rooms. And then this is an important step, because pay attention to this, because you're going to see two different buttons, right? You're going to see a button that says book now, and then you're going to see a button that says continue to book. Do not select the book now button. Select the continue to book button, because the book now button is going to take you directly to the payment, and there's a couple steps in between that need to be done in order for this to work. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit continue to book, and then it's going to take you to a new window, and in that window is going to give you the option to upgrade your room. And then what you're going to want to do is upgrade your room, and it's going to upgrade your room to a more expensive room. And it gives you, I guess, somewhat of a discount because you're enrolled in the Caesars Reward loyalty program. So once you upgrade your room, it'll on the side, you could see like, what all the charges are, your total charge. So that information will be updated once you confirm your upgraded room. And then after that, and it'll say your upgrade is confirmed. Once you see that, then there's another button that says continue to payment. And that's when you're going to click that. So after you click the continue to payment, that's when on the back end side, they're doing the soft pull. So, they're because it's right before you get to the payment. So that's basically where they're funneling in the customers, who may have that offer, right? Right before you get to the payment page. So, it's going to be spinning. Now, at that point, that's when you should expect to see the pop-up. Now, and if you don't get a pop-up, that means that one, you're probably not eligible for it, or there could be a variety of different reasons. Your pop-up blocker might not be disabled, or your information if you're just recently opting in, or like I mentioned, if you already have a couple different community bank cards, then even if like you have a good credit score but you already have some community bank cards, then it may not work for you. And then, the most obvious reason is, perhaps you just don't qualify based on your credit profile. But, you follow those steps, and if you're eligible, that's when you're going to expect to see the pop-up for the Total Rewards Visa to apply. They're only going to ask you for the last 4 of your social. It's a soft pull. And then at that point, once you're approved for it, once you apply and you're approved for it, then you could, if you want to continue with booking the travel, you could utilize the, the new card, the Total Rewards Visa card to book that travel, and you get, 5 points, 5x points for every dollar you spend. So, That's essentially, how the process looks for that. And again, this is a Visa card, bank issue. And again, for those of you who weren't able to get it, just remember you still have to qualify for it. The trick is not in anyone can just get it. You still have to meet the credit profile that they're looking for. The whole trick is really just getting a bank issued Visa or MasterCard without a hard inquiry. So that's all I really wanted to share for this video. So if there's anyone who's ever done it, definitely let me know in the comment section. I know a couple people reached out to me to say that they've done the shopping cart trick with the Total Rewards Visa. So definitely give it a shot, and let me know what your outcome is. Until next time, y'all take it easy, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.